Before I start my list, I would like to give two sets that I don't think, in my opinion, will come out. One is Rivendell. I do not think, like, many people are saying that Rivendell was gonna come out, right? It makes logical sense. Well, in my opinion, a $500 set for Rivendell, no. I don't think that's gonna happen. If it was like $800, I would say yes, it would most likely be Rivendell. But Rivendell's so huge, like literally giant, because it's basically a whole kingdom, and in a $500 set, I'm sorry, in my opinion, I just don't see that likely. Like I said, $800, yes, but $500, no. The other set is the Tale of Orthanc set, because LEGO released this set in 2013. And because it's already so massive, I highly doubt LEGO would do this, because there are so many other options. So yeah, they are the two sets that I will not be counting in this list. So let's get underway. Helm's Deep. Now this is the most likely set, in my opinion, that would probably make it. It would be Helm's Deep, because LEGO's done it before, like you can see here. But I feel it would be the most logical one to do, if that makes sense. Because it's just so good and it's so iconic. In my opinion, this is the best battle in any movie ever. And it's just, again, so iconic. The figures that would be included in Helm's Deep, I reckon, in my opinion, they would put the same figures that were in the last Helm's Deep set, you know. Howdy, King Theoden, Gimli, and Aragorn, but they would have to include Legolas as well. And any of the Rohan main characters as well. So they would put like Rohan soldiers in, and they would have to include Uruk-hai, or orcs. Minas Tirith. Why I think it's Minas Tirith? If Helm's Deep doesn't get made, Minas Tirith would be the second most likely large set that would make. This is because we've hardly got any Gondor sets whatsoever. The closest Gondor related, and it wasn't even a set, it was just a figure. It was Aragorn from the battle at the Black Gate set. Like, that was a good set, just wish we got more Gondor sets. Which this would be a perfect time to make the more Gondor sets. The figures that would be included in Minas Tirith would be, of course, Boromir, Faramir, Denethor, Gandalf the White, Pippin. But in my opinion, the best figures that they would include would, of course, have to be Gondor soldiers, because they would be great army builders, and of course along with orcs as well. The Shire. Now, in my opinion, the Shire is the best place in all of Middle Earth, and my favourite place. So I'm going to be a bit biased here. I apologise. So, I think this is also as likely as Helm's Deep, because it's so popular, and of course this is where Frodo and Bilbo live. So, I don't know if they would make the whole Shire, or just like one giant D2C Bilbo's house. The figures that would be in the Shire would of course have to be Bilbo Baggins, Frodo Baggins, Sam, Pippin, Merry, and Gandalf the Grey. But in my opinion, they would also put unnamed hobbits, just so there would be more figures in the set. Mordor. Now this is probably the most unlikeliest set that LEGO would do, because there's so many to choose from in Mordor. Like, they could do Sauron's Eye, or they could do Mount Doom. I highly doubt that they would do Mount Doom, but they could make multiple sets, like do Sauron's Eye, and also do the Battle of the Black Gate set. Something like that. The figures that they had included in Mordor would of course have to be orcs. Maybe Frodo and Sam, maybe Aragorn. Depends what they do. But the most intriguing figure, if they do make it a figure, would be Sauron. They might make Sauron as a brick build or an actual figure. It'll be interesting which way they go. A Middle-earth map. Now this is also probably really unlikely that LEGO would do. But it would be so interesting because we've never got like a whole Middle-earth map. We've got it in the games of course, but we've never got it in real life. It'll be like the LEGO Ideas world map set. And they'll just include the Fellowship. Yep, thanks for watching. Yeah, this is my first predictions video and hopefully many more to come. I would just like to thank all of you for the support in the last video, and please like, subscribe and comment below on what you think this Lord of the Rings D2C set will be. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.